Alright, what's going on, guys? Um, Trade recap coming into the day, coming into the week, actually. Starting the week off with an L. Never what you want, but it is what it is. I did end up blowing one of my TradeFi account, but it's because I risked more in that account because today was the last day before it rebuilds anyway. Because for some reason I bought it at the start of December when I literally wasn't even gonna trade most of December. So yeah, I pretty much just full ported that one because yeah, it was gonna get rebuilt today anyway. So I had to buy a new one anyway. And then I lost 500 across my 3 alpha ones. So I pretty much lost like $2,000 across all 4 of the accounts. Technically a little bit more. Because I risked more on the TradeFi one. But oh yeah, so here's the P&L. It says 0 here because the account got reset for the TradeFi one. But yeah, pretty much negative 2,000 on the day. It happens. Overall, like, I thought the setup was pretty decent, but I kind of got caught in chop. Like, you know, still always room to learn. Obviously. And yeah, I should have been able to recognize this might not have been optimal to take a trade in. I did say I wanted to wait till 10 a.m. news, maybe look for a 10 a.m. reversal, but like, I ended up taking this. So the setup I actually took, I thought it was pretty decent. So pre-market, we swept this little 5-minute high right here, and we also tapped into this 50-minute gap. While like the whole time we were in this 4-hour bearish gap. Looks like we are possibly going to inverse it, but pre-market we were still sitting inside this 4-hour bearish gap, and we swept that high. Yeah. So I wasn't against looking for shorts. I kind of came into the day with the neutral bias. Like on the 4-hour, honestly, I'd say we were bearish, you know, in a downtrend, and we were inside this 4-hour gap. On the daily, you know, maybe a little bit more bullish. Yeah, we're probably still bullish on the daily. So it's kind of just like a neutral bias for me on the day. Moving into it, I just need to have like a little more discipline. I think like being more patient and like, yeah, if I stuck to my thing I said and waited for 10 a.m. news, I just wouldn't have even traded today, which would have been ideal because obviously it wasn't the best price action. I was looking for a short here. There was like a 30-second IFEG, and I was looking for these unfilled 5 minutes. That would have been good, but the thing is, market like just opened, so I was like a little hesitant there. And then I try to keep looking for shorts. So the setup wasn't even bad. We had an SMT with this high. ES came out and swept this. NQ didn't. We also tapped into this 5-minute gap, and we're respecting it. So we were delivering off a 5-minute gap. Also, while in a higher time frame PD array with an SMT. And then within here, we had a 30-second inversion. Like, it's a little choppy, though. That's the thing. Like, probably could have been avoidable just by the fact that there was no gaps here above the 30-second. We had like a small 3-minute, but like, yeah. But yeah, entered off the 30-second. So we SMT 5-minute gap. We swept all this internal liquidity, and then 30-second IFEG, and I was targeting this swing low for a 1-to-1. End up getting stopped out. Yeah, it is what it is. Blue one account. Just how it goes. I think the thing here to really consider would be the market condition. Yeah, just like not ideal. We're kind of just inside this range, just going up and down. Obviously, super wicky. Literally, there's no gaps here. So that's something to recognize for sure. But yeah, that is all I got pretty much. That's pretty much all I got. But I'll see you guys sometime this week. And yeah, that's all I got.